What else went down? Okay, so apparently we might be getting a new Trippie Red Playboi Carti song. I don't know how much cap this shit is, but you know, whenever you involve Playboi Carti in this situation, it's likely cap. I mean, we saw the Lil Durk situation where Lil Durk and who was it? Tootie Low is the feature on his 7220 Deluxe album, and he did that. What? Which sounded exactly like Playboi Carti, but no, it was just Lil Durk biting the shit out of Playboi Carti's cock, man. But DJ Quincy, shout out Quincy, he said that Carti and Trippie got something coming. Y'all tell me though.
Trip and Carti gonna drop soon. I can't say too much about that.
Trip and Carti gonna drop something soon. Now, Carti's been on multiple albums for Trippie Red. He was on Miss the Rage, right? They've got a bunch of leaks, and that was on Trip at Night. And then he was on They Afraid of You, which was on what was that Trippie Red album? It wasn't Pegasus, it was exclamation mark, but then that got taken off. So it's believable. I mean, Trippie and Carti are cool. Actually, I think Carti is one of Trippie Red's favorite artists, if not his favorite artist. But cannot wait for this shit if it actually drops. I don't think Playboi Carti's ready to drop any album anytime soon. So if anything, it's gonna be on Trippie's A Love Letter to You 5. But can't wait, especially because I saw someone else on Twitter mention this, and it's exactly what I was thinking. So Trippie and Trippie and Pierre Bourne squashed their beef. Where is it? It's where right here. So Pierre was like playing a Trippie song, I think it was Bust Down, and he basically said they got a collab on the way. So, you know, like, what if, this is just me wishful thinking here, what if Pierre, because Trippie and Pierre got some goated songs, and then Carti and Pierre got some goated songs, but what if Pierre sent Trippie the beat, and then since Pierre and Carti are cool, like, why doesn't Trippie and Carti and Pierre get on the same song? Now, I don't know who was it, like Baby and Polo G and somebody else. They dropped Three-Headed Goat. I'm sorry, this would be the fucking Three-Headed Goat song. Fuck that New York Atlanta shit. Nah, this would be the most goated collab I ever seen. But yeah,
Shout out to Trippie, man. We got some shit on the way. You know what I'm saying?
we got some shit on the way. So I guess Trippie or Pierre, maybe since Pierre hasn't dropped in a while, he lowered his price from 80,000 to maybe 40,000, which is more into Trippie's budget. Not saying that Trippie can't afford that, but like, when you're a big rapper, what's the point of buying like a really fat budget beat when you're gonna get a ton of streams regardless of who's producing? That's kind of like the point. That's why producers get paid less than artists, because they're like the brand that's the forefront. Now there are some producers that have their own brand, but it's much less than the actual artist. But Trippie and Pierre would be amazing. Cannot wait for that shit. We just need more Pierre producing for people. Maybe Pierre, I mean, has Pierre and Trippie, or have they ever collabed like as artists? Because that would be cool too, because Carti and Pierre already did it. Pierre doing swaps, that would be lit. If I was Pierre, I'd be like, yo, I'll give you a beat, but you gotta give me a feature, because Pierre doesn't really get many features as an artist. Maybe that's his own choice though. I bet a lot of artists would be down, to be honest, because Pierre is fire. But yeah, Trippie and Pierre had beef back in the day. I think it's because Pierre didn't want to give K Suave, who is Trippie's artist, a beat, and he was charging him 80K. But what I've found out in the industry is, so like, pricing on beats, promotion, anything three-headed vamp, is based upon how organic it is. So, or how much of a look it is. So say Playboi Carti and Pierre's probably not going to charge Carti that much for a beat. Maybe like, I don't know what his pricing will be, maybe like 10K. He might not even ask for anything up front just because it's a big look for Pierre in general. But if Pierre were to give it to K-Suave is a big artist, but back in the day he wasn't as big before Trippie started co-signing it more frequently. But like a Pierre beat for K-Suave like would have the whole underground looking at him like, oh, is this the new guy? And same thing for like promotion. Labels and whatnot pay less for promotion of their bigger artists because it doesn't look like a promotion. Like if it's more of organic collab, then, or if it looks like that, they won't charge as much. It's because of the Gummo beat to 6ix9ine. It was for Trippie. Yeah, I remember that too. He got mad at Trippie for giving him the 6ix9ine beat, but that song was so big though. Can Pierre really be that mad? Like it's not really his fault. Like Trippie was just trying to help. And then it just, and 6ix9ine wasn't even a snitch back in those days. So why didn't Pierre fuck with him at that point? Maybe just because of the antics? I don't know. 6ix9ine and Trippie had some like bangers, like what was it, 1469, that whatever, however you do that song, that shit was amazing. But it's a SoundCloud classic. I'm still mad that song never got on Spotify because I don't even remember the lyrics because I haven't heard it in so long. But was that even Pierre Bourne? I can't remember. But yeah, maybe Pierre already knew. He's like, yo, Pierre has a fucking crystal ball. So I knew 6ix9ine was gonna snitch, man. He just seemed like one of those guys. Is Playboi Carti richer than Lil Baby? No sir, no sir. It's I think we talked about this on stream at one point. Frank Ocean was asked by some comedian, it's like the famous Indian comedian, and he asked him like, how do you drop an album and like be so rare and then just leave? How are you okay with that? And Frank Ocean told him, and I'm paraphrasing here, he said, you just have to be okay with not making as much money, which is the same scenario as Playboi Carti in that he's not dropping as often, so he doesn't have as many songs that get millions of streams, although a lot of, you know, his songs probably have a higher view count than they would if he dropped more frequently, but there's more impact on them. But if you're like Trippie Red's honestly making more money than Playboi Carti probably. Uzi's making more money than Playboi Carti because they just drop way more frequently. Every time they turn in a song or an album, they get an advance. And it's probably similar amount to Playboi Carti's Whole Lotta Red or whatever. Plus Uzi gets bigger numbers and whatever. Same with like Lil Baby. He gets bigger numbers than Carti and he drops more frequently. So he definitely is richer than Carti. Although Carti got like the fashion collabs, Givenchy, and then Uzi's working with Balenci is apparent. Like he's co-signing them the whole time. He's definitely getting it's definitely a partnership or some shit. Lil Uzi and Lil Baby? I don't know. That's a good question. Lil Baby has his own label technically with 42 Doug, and he might have gotten advanced that way, but I think Uzi has bigger songs. He's been around longer, like at least 2 years, so I feel like he has the head start that way. But Lil Baby, like he might have more songs that has been more successful at this point, because he like basically runs shit. Him and Lil Durk. Lil Baby, I think he's the top songwriter of the year for ASCAP Awards, which is one of the publishing companies, ASCAP and BMI. And so maybe it's because he writes all of his songs, so like nobody takes any of his royalties, but potentially with Uzi as well. I personally like Uzi better, but